Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Olympic Hobo 14 here today, and today I'm going to give you guys my review and thoughts on the Money in the Bank 2016 pay-per-view. Let's start off with the pre-show, Golden Truth versus Breezango. Breezango was selling sunburns, and it was quite hilarious and pretty awesome. But Golden Truth picked up the win, which was alright, whatever, I didn't really care. These two pre-show matches had no build-up whatsoever, and I didn't even know that they were happening until the pre-show actually started. And the next one is the Lucha Dragons versus the Dudley Boys. Lucha Dragons pick up the win. It was a match that was there in the pre-show. You weren't missing much if you didn't watch it. But let's start off with the main card of Money in the Bank, and it started off with the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match, which is a great match. That match really knocked it out of the park. The New Day versus the Club versus Enzo and Cass versus the Vaudevillains. So it got a little bit confusing there at the end with the tags and who was legal. But Kofi Kingston, I believe, pinned Aiden English, who was legal for the Vaudevillains. But somewhere in there, I'm fairly sure Carl Anderson had made a tag and he was a legal man, but I guess not. I'm not exactly sure how any of that happened or why it even happened. But the New Day pick up the win nonetheless. Next match, Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. I predicted this one correct. So far I'm on a roll. Predicted every match correctly. Baron Corbin won. It was an alright match, but these guys need to be taken away from each other and put into separate programs because I'm getting a little bit tired of seeing these guys go at it. And next, we have Apollo Crews versus Sheamus. Another win under my belt anyway for my predictions. It was a pretty good match. I actually enjoyed watching Apollo Crews and Sheamus. These two big guys just slugging it out. And Apollo Crews came away with the win in the end, the correct ending to that match. And I thought it was really good, but my friend who I watched it with, he didn't really care for some reason. But that's whatever. Next up, Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch and Natalya. This match was a pretty good women's tag team match. The correct ending, Charlotte and Dana Brooke picked up the win. I thought that Becky Lynch and Natalya would win just because I thought the baby faces would go over. But after the match, it was clear why they lost. Natalya, she attacked Becky Lynch because the finish of the match was, I believe, Dana Brooke threw Becky Lynch into Natalya, which I guess after the match, Natalya got upset and she just attacked Becky Lynch. But cool heel turn for Natalya, I think. She was still kind of crying on the way out of the ring, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. It's all jacked up, if you ask me. But John Cena versus AJ Styles. Okay, let's just take a step back here. John Cena versus AJ Styles. These guys locked horns, and it was phenomenal, no pun intended. This match was absolutely crazy. Some really good spots. AJ's bumping around for Cena. Cena's getting his big spots. AJ, he's doing his moves. This is just, it's a fun match. It's flowing well. These guys are just slugging it out, and I absolutely loved it. Correct ending, though, off some shenanigans. I said John Cena was going to win, just because Cena wins LOL, but AJ Styles pulled it out after the Club attacked John Cena when the referee got knocked down. So what? It was a shenanigan victory. You needed that to set up the next two matches, because if AJ goes out and wins, then Cena's got no real right to challenge him to another match. Now he does. So we'll see tonight on Raw how that all plays out. Next up, we had the Money in the Bank ladder match, the match that we all paid our $9.99 to see. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho versus Sami Zayn versus Alberto Del Rio versus Kevin Owens versus my guy Cesaro. I had picked Dean Ambrose to win this match, and lo and behold, the lunatic fringe comes out with the briefcase. I thought that this match in the main event and what happened after the main event was extremely predictable. like too predictable. It was really bad. But Ambrose wins. That match was great. There was a lot of cool bumps. Some scary bumps. Del Rio might have gotten hurt. Either a hand or a knee injury. It appeared after a fan uploaded a photo of Del Rio holding his knee and the referee throwing up the X. So that's not good. I like Del Rio. And if he's hurt, that's going to be bad. Excuse the fact that I had the matches out of order, but the main event was Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, just excuse the fact that I had some of the matches out of order. I tried to piece them together in my head. I didn't have them properly written down on my paper. They're just kind of loosely written down on my paper. But Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, my favorite WWE superstar today, put on one hell of a match against Roman Reigns. I earned a ton of respect for the guy, and you guys can go boo me out of the building too. I don't care. Roman Reigns definitely earned my respect tonight with an impressive match against Seth Rollins. These guys, they went at it. They went into overtime. The pay-per-view didn't end until about 11:15, which is crazy, and it's good, and I liked it, and I loved it, and I want some more of it. And Rollins, surprisingly, not many people are talking about this because of what happened after the match, but Seth Rollins pinned Roman Reigns clean as a whistle in the middle of the ring. Roman Reigns lost clean to Seth Rollins. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is great. This is fantastic. All you Roman Reigns haters have now forgotten about the fact that he lost clean because after the match, Dean Ambrose cashed in his Money in the Bank contract and pinned my boy Seth Rollins, and I was pissed. I hit my head off my closet door because I was a little bit angry. I know it's all the work, whatever, but I called it too. This was super predictable. I said that Rollins was gonna win. I got that right. And I knew Dean Ambrose was coming out because as soon as Rollins won, I put my hands down on my side. I was like, well, this is going to be a real short title reign, so I shouldn't get my hopes up for anything cool. But Ambrose comes out, hits Rollins in the back of the head with the Money in the Bank briefcase because he came from behind instead of through the entrance ramp. And once he cashed in, he got in the ring. Seth Rollins looked like he saw a ghost. I don't know who said that, but that was really stupid. I think it was Michael Cole, of course. But, yeah, Ambrose lays out Rollins with the dirty deeds and pins him. 1, 2, 3, and there you got a new WWE champion. All 3 members of the Shield were the WWE champion in the span of 5 minutes, which is incredible. It's cool, and I cannot wait for Battleground. It's going to be, I think anyway, Battleground's main event is going to be Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Could end in some sort of Roman Reigns shenanigans, but this feud is definitely going to carry on into a triple threat at SummerSlam. I bet you all $5. The only way to make good on that bet is if you physically shake my hand, by the way. I'm not going to give you all $5 if I'm wrong. But, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the pay-per-view. If I had to give this pay-per-view a rank from 1 to 10, I'd give this pay-per-view a solid 7.5. I really enjoyed this pay-per-view, but the mid-card and the pre-show just didn't live up to anything spectacular. Could have been more, but the main event matches, the Tag Team Championship match, the Money in the Bank match, Reigns and Rollins, and AJ and John Cena were just too good to be true. Like, I went into this pay-per-view with really low expectations, and I came out a whole new person, you could say, because this pay-per-view was so good. I know that I'm hyping it up a little bit, but you just got to understand that I really enjoyed this pay-per-view. But, yeah. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to comment down below your thoughts on the Money in the Bank 2016 event. Like this video and subscribe for more. And this has been it for me, Olympic Hobo 14, and I will catch you guys in the next video.